Hi everyone, hope you are having a good Monday. So I finally got this delivered today, and as I said, I think over this weekend on some of the videos, I was going to do a new release flip through today of this. This was released, I believe, last Monday, but of course, with Amazon deliveries right now, it has been a little delayed. I did get it today. If I do new release flip throughs like this, I'm pretty much going to give it like a 2-week window. If I get it within a couple weeks of the release, we'll do a special new release flip through. Generally with these, I do them as one-offs instead of including them in Flip Through Fridays, just giving them their own little video. So you guys know I am a fan of Sunlife Drawing, and they put out, like I said, they published this book last week. It is the Little Fairies stained glass color by number. I think I called it mosaic, but it's stained glass. Sorry about that. It is the stained glass color by number book by Sunlife Drawing. There are 2 versions of the Little Fairies book right now. There is this version with the color by number, and then there is the version with just the line art and no color by number, no stained glass look like this. You can color it however you want it. And I went back and forth on the 2 different versions, but ultimately I went with this because we do know I love my color by number. I usually, when they do these, they also have a large print version, but in this case they may have just done the line art and then this one, so I don't know if they have any plans for that, but this is the one I went with. And here's the front. Here's their color palette on the back. One of the things I like about Sunlife Drawings color by numbers is that their palette number, their palette is typically the same on like their 22 count, and then if they have like the large print color by number, it's a smaller palette, but usually it's the same colors too. So their colors are usually consistent, which is super cool. This is $8.99 US on Amazon right now. So it is printed on Amazon paper. So I think it would be hard to get it anywhere else, and as far as I know, they don't have digital versions available. Sorry, I am trying to figure out how my microphone and this book can work together today. I'm very discombobulated today. Alright, here is the nameplate page. Here is a little intro for the book and their copyright info, a color palette that you can fill in yourself if you want, like to make notes, if you want to use the same markers or colored pencils or whatever you're using. You can build your own little color palette here. So these pages, again, this is Amazon printed paper. They are black backed pages, single-sided. The cool thing is, on the previous back of the page, they do go ahead and list the palette, so any page you're on, your palette's already right here for you. So I love that I don't have to flip back and forth. When you're coloring, that doesn't show through. It might show through like while the marker's wet if you're using markers, but if it dries, you won't see it. So so here's the first picture. One of the cool things I just noticed about this is that, well, depending on how you feel about it, the numbers are a fair size, but they are very light colored. So if you're not a fan of the numbers showing up in a color by number book, I'm just trying to get them to focus right now. Not having much luck. There we go. Manually zoom in. You can see them. Just, they're very light. If you have troubles with lighter numbers like that, they're not huge size numbers like in the large print. You may need like a magnifying glass or a really strong light like I have here in order to see them. I don't know if I'll be able to do this sitting at the couch or not, but we probably will try. Alright, so there we go. And again, because they're single-sided, you could use markers. You can use colored pencils. Here comes Oreo, because he knows I'm doing a video. I actually have a lot of luck using, you got a little mouse in that one. I have a lot of luck using the Super Tips water-based markers, like the Crayola and the Rose Arts in these. Especially with the smaller sections like this. They tend to want to tear up the Amazon paper if I use them in large areas, but in really small areas like this, they do great. So like in their mosaic pictures and stuff like that, I like using them. But water-based markers, alcohol markers, colored pencils would work well with this. Watercolor if you were really feeling adventurous. So now these obviously are going to take a lot longer than like some of their other color by numbers that I've got, like the large print versions too. So I don't think I have any of their stained glass versions. I tend to try to just get one version of each book so I don't have multiples. I have plenty of books as it is, and I don't need any more. What I'll do is I will link to this, of course, on Amazon, but I'll also link to the regular line art version, which some of you may prefer. And I believe they actually do have a YouTube channel that has these flip throughs, I think. So I will link to that as well. These are really cute though. That very first picture they included in their recent book with all the different versions of, whoop, there goes Mike, sorry about that, with all their pages from their different books. They included that front page, fairy page, and so I was like, I haven't seen this in any other book. That must mean they're coming out with a new book. And it was so cute, I was just waiting and waiting for it. So I was super excited when I got this. And they do have some landscape ones, which is cool. Like I said, it's nice to mix it up a little. I do have the large print versions of like their Christmas color by number and the World of Mice color by number. So it's actually kind of nice to have the mosaic version of one of these, just to mix it up a little. I like the different animals with them too. This little caterpillar there. I don't think I'm going to start at the front. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet with this one. With a lot of their books, I tend to start like and work my way through. Start on one page and work my way through the book. The World of Mice, I'm working front to back. Their mosaic color by number mandalas with the black background, I'm working back to front. Nat. And so this one I might work back to front. I might just pick randoms. I don't know yet. I really want to work it front to back, so we'll see. I definitely think this will be useful, especially over the next few weeks. Here's a thank you, asking you to write a review, their social information. Like I said, the YouTube channel's right there. And then I think you get a blank page back here if you wanted to test something. And then, yeah, this was absolute, just regular Amazon printed. You can tell with the little, this little, where it shows made in USA and it shows where it was printed and stuff. This usually indicates it's Amazon printed. So, yep. Been waiting on this one. Super excited to have it. Like I said, I will probably be getting started on it this week. I do like the fact that there are black lines in between. That probably is why it's a stained glass instead of a mosaic, because it's not white lines. It's like black lines all through it. So that's really cool. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I will hopefully be back Wednesday with the second part of my Fishing Kitty color and chat. and then we'll do a flip through Friday. Past that point, I don't know, guys. Y'all just gonna have to stay tuned and see. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Bye for now.